On this edition of Shelby This Week, an advisory board has been put into place to develop plans for the library and the senior center design. And one Shelby Township business is adding 200 people to their staff. We'll tell you where you can apply for a job with benefits included. We have all this and much more coming up on Shelby This Week. The big game on Sunday ended in tragedy for one Shelby Township man. The car accident occurred on 21 Mile Road between Shaner and Hayes. According to police, a 40-year-old Sterling Heights woman in a Toyota Sienna was going eastbound on 21 Mile. She passed a Shelby Township police officer at a high rate of speed and immediately hit the 23-year-old Shelby Township man who was traveling in the westbound lane. Both drivers had to be removed by emergency crews after becoming trapped. They were taken to the hospital where the man was pronounced dead. Police say the Sterling Heights woman is believed to have had alcohol in her system at the time of the accident. Shelby Township has officially named an advisory board to oversee a major building design. The new facility will become home to the library, senior center, ShelbyTV, parks and recreation and maintenance, as well as community relations. The advisory board will use feedback gathered by the community center advisory board and create a plan of action on how to proceed with making sure all the needs of the community are met. The board will work with engineers and architects to come up with a design and a plan.
We're thrilled that this looks like it's a reality, that the new library and the new senior center together described as the community center for Shelby Township is going to be a reality. We had always hoped and hoped that this was going to be coming down the pike, and it looked like a pipe dream from far away, but now it looks as if we've earmarked money so that we'll have a budget for that. There is a library and community center advisory board, of which I'm a part, and every day it looks closer to becoming a reality.
After those meetings, the advisory board will present to the Board of Trustees. There's no exact date set for construction or grand opening, but officials are hoping to break ground on the new facility before the end of 2019. Looking for a job? Well, one supplier right here in Shelby Township is hiring 200 employees. Grupo Antolin is looking for people to round out their staff. Applications are open for direct hire positions. The hourly rate starts at $14.50 with benefits including vacation pay, 401k, and medical and dental coverage. There are currently 340 people employed at the Shelby location, and adding 200 will bring the plant to full capacity. For anyone who's interested in applying, you can email your resume to Brianna Militia at brianna.militia@expresspros.com or call 248-243-3000. The Great Lakes Water Authority wants residents to become more aware of what they're flushing down their toilets. Macomb County Public Works Commissioner Candace Miller talks about how harmful something as a flushable wipe can be for the environment.
These wipes are really, so many of them on their packaging, it says flushable. Well, I'll tell you what, they might be flushable, but they are not biodegradable, and they are wreaking havoc on all the sanitary sewer systems throughout the entire country, quite frankly.
The PSA looks at how damaging the wipes can be for the sanitary. The sewers are meant to keep the environment clean and last for a long time. Since the wipes are not biodegradable, the systems will ultimately back up, causing problems for residents. To watch the full PSA, visit glwater.org. The Shelby Township Gardeners Club is still keeping busy during the winter. Find out how you too can get involved. And one Utica Community School is encouraging girls to become more familiar with technology and problem solving. We'll tell you how this club is making a difference in these girls' lives. A unique way to make sure the homeless are keeping warm this winter. Stay with us on Shelby This Week.
Fancy pants peanut butter?
A big screen television.
You haven't even bought a sofa yet.
A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers.
Feed the pig.
Along with serving his role as the Shelby Township Treasurer, Michael Flynn will once again serve on the Michigan Education Trust Board of Directors. Governor Rick Snyder just announced his reappointment to the 9-member board. The Michigan Education Trust is a tuition program which helps Michigan residents save for higher education while avoiding rising tuition rates. The board also serves as an advisory to the Michigan Education Savings Programs. That helps Michigan residents save for higher education as well. Flynn will serve a 3-year term on the board. The 28th annual Red Hot Night presented by the Shelby Township firefighters brought out supporters, all for a great cause. The evening event was spent at the Palazzo Grande and guests enjoyed dinner, dancing, and raffle prizes, all donated by local businesses and people of the community. All the proceeds of the event benefited the Great Lakes Burn Camp. The camp allows children who have suffered from burns to have a relaxing summer experience. The camp started in 1995 and has served hundreds of children. All the money goes directly to the camp, which is located right here in Jackson. Last year, the charity night brought in over $17,000. With snow on the ground, it's hard to picture yourself planting outdoors. But the Shelby Township Gardeners Club is here to get you thinking more spring and summer opposed to winter slush. Even during the winter, the club is making sure members as well as residents are keeping up to date with their gardening knowledge.
And this is in a series of free community lectures here at Shadbush Nature Center, which are on intermittent Thursdays throughout the year. And it's at 1 o'clock, it's free. We do ask any donations are always appreciated because we are responsible for the Shelby Beautiful Heritage Gardens that we maintain, and we do lots of community service.
The first lecture welcomed a speaker from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, and the topic was all about critters in the garden.
Well, it's important to have just a little bit of tolerance for these animals because it's never really practical or possible to get rid of them altogether. So a little bit of tolerance is good, and then getting creative with some of your control techniques.
The club offers many different opportunities for members all throughout the year, and there is plenty to do even in the winter months.
Many people who join the Shelby Garden Club have limited education. They're joining because we're an educational and service oriented group. So appreciation of beauty, learning something, trying to add change, or maybe even appreciate their own gardens that they even have.
If you would like more information on how you can join the garden club, visit shelbytwp.org/gardeners. There are so many everyday items around your house that can be recycled. The Shelby Township Nature Center is making it their mission to get the word out about recycling. Our Stacy Sansatera has more from the Shadbush Nature Center.
We really want to highlight how our daily lives impact our environment.
And the need to highlight the impact we have on our environment amplified when the Shadbush Nature Center received a grant by the DEQ to assist in getting the Nature Center's recycling program up and running.
So our main objective was just getting off the ground, getting the, we have a couple recycling bins inside and outside the Nature Center. That was the main thing, looking at that, trying to get the right prices for that, get those here so that we could actually start the recycling in general. And basically just overall knowledge for the general public, basically, to help spread it, to inform people, and to go from there.
And the staff at the Nature Center came up with a unique way to highlight the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And a great way to do that is looking at something like milk jugs that we use on a daily basis and seeing how many of them we produce, a couple of families can produce in a month. We actually decided to create an igloo based on recycled materials.
And basically we spent a couple days building it up, and kind of just to show the public just that you can use anything as recycled material to build just about anything. I mean, you don't have to build anything, you can just reuse it for any purpose, which is kind of cool.
Reuse it for any purpose, and the opportunity to use over 450 jugs to make a big statement about the importance of recycling.
We wanted to show kind of the diversity of what you can do with recycled materials. It also really highlights how many recyclable materials we produce in a month and a half.
And most people, I feel like, just would throw that away or throw it into a recycling bin, but really you can use that for a lot of different purposes, which is something that I think a lot of people have taken away after talking to us about it or looking at it.
There's plenty of facts on why recycling is so important. Reducing, reusing, and recycling can help you, your community, and the environment.
So it's important to remember to, recycle them and not throw them away. Use them for another purpose and make sure that people aren't just not thinking about what their footprint does to the environment.
My main objective, honestly, is going to be just to inform the public more, or to a better understanding of what recycling is. Because a lot of people, I think, just look at it and they see, and they know those three arrows that kind of point to each other, or just not throw something out and just throw it into a different bin. But instead, I'd like to have people to really understand of how they can reuse something and where it goes, or what the next step is, or even just reducing what they already use and how they can repurpose things for that.
And as the Nature Center pushes to educate, it's important to note that recycling is one of the best ways for you to have a positive impact on the world in which we live. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
While the Shadbush Nature Center focuses on recycling efforts, there are also opportunities for people to learn more about the outdoors. Visit them online by searching Burgess Shadbush Nature Center. Girls across the country are uniting and using technology to solve everyday problems and also make an impact on the world. Our Robert Gambrell visited a local elementary school where they're embracing and honoring girls who have a passion for technology-based problem solving.
The number one priority when you're in school is to learn. At Dresden Elementary, they inspire their students to follow their dreams. That's why they have Girls Who Code.
It is a national organization, so it's reaching out to girls in grades 6th through 12th grade, girls that have an interest in exploring computer science and coding for their future.
Cheryl Bowes is the media specialist at Dresden and says that she is very happy to be a part of this great organization.
It seemed like a natural fit with what I'm doing in the classroom with the students, so this is an extension of the coding lessons that we're doing through code.org.
Girls Who Code not only helps girls believe in themselves, but 6th graders Amelia and Kaylee love having fun and say that the activities are very enjoyable.
We get to do programming, and we also get to explore coding as well.
Make the website for people that can actually help them and actually make a difference.
The girls at Dresden want you to know why and how this code helps them.
Don't ever give up. Keep trying.
They can explore and change coding for girls as well.
To make a bigger impact about something, so a food fundraiser, more kids can participate and then we get more food to help.
Dresden Elementary started their code back in December of last year, and Cheryl says that this is a great way for the girls to find out who they really are.
So it's just a way also for the girls to explore a passion that they might have. So a lot of times in the classroom, there's specific lessons that need to be done. The Girls Who Code Club allows them to explore their own interests and also learn coding and computer science skills along the way.
Now you know what Girls Who Code is all about. It's all about how girls can change the world through computer technology. I'm Robert Gambrell, Shelby This Week.
One project to help out people experiencing homelessness swept the nation a few years ago. Its unique name and the idea of making sure homeless people are warm during the winter has our own neighbors at the Shelby Township Senior Center working hard. Our Courtney Bennett has more on this project.
The mats are basically life-saving.
A life-saving mat made out of something you get for free at the grocery store. Who would have ever thought a plastic bag could be used to keep people safe who are experiencing homelessness during these very cold Michigan months?
We're doing Plarning, which is plastic yarn, and we invited the Macomb Feeding the Need to the event so that they can show us actually how to crochet it.
We teach people how to make plarn, how to make the plarn balls, and then ultimately how to crochet the mats. And so far this year we've given out 82.
82 life-saving mats, which have provided warmth and comfort for people on the streets.
The mats from the homeless is basically a mat that will lay on the ground that they can lay on, that will protect them from the cold in the ground getting into their bones. Because once it gets in their bones, you can't get out of it. So it takes 3 days to warm up after you get cold from the ground. This protects them from that so that they can function, and we don't have to lose people to hypothermia. This has been a project that's been going on across the states for a while. We just discovered it a year ago and started doing it, and it's just kind of taken off.
One mat takes about 100 hours to complete, and each one contains 500 to 700 plastic bags. While the creation is not easy to accomplish, in the end, it's all worth it because the people who need the mats most are being saved from the cold ground. For Shelby This Week, I'm Courtney Bennett.
For more information on how you can get involved with either organization, visit the websites on your screen. Gerber has announced their new face of 2018, and this baby from Georgia was chosen out of thousands of entries. And the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance brought out smiles and memories at the yearly event.
This is why you get by on 4 hours sleep. Why you took a second job. This is why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. And spend hours juggling the bills. This is why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Now more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE to talk one-on-one with a housing expert today.
With over 40,000 entries, a new Gerber baby has been chosen and a milestone reached. Baby Lucas from Dalton, Georgia is the grand prize winner of the 8th annual photo search. Gerber's president and CEO Bill Partica said Lucas's winning smile and joyful expression won their hearts this year. Lucas is the first baby with Down syndrome to be the face of Gerber. His mother said, "This is a very proud moment for them as parents. She's happy Lucas will shed light on the special needs community and educate people that with acceptance and support, those with special needs have the potential to change the world." The iconic logo for the Gerber company features Ann Turner Cook. She was the first Gerber baby and she just turned 91 years old. Lucas's family will receive $50,000 and he will be featured throughout the year on Gerber's social media channels. A yearly Shelby Township Parks and Recreation event brings out dads and daughters to the Cherry Creek Golf Course for the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance. Memories made which each little girl and her dad will be treasured for a lifetime.
Daddy-Daughter event is extremely important to daddies and daughters in Shelby Township, Macomb Township, Richmond. We get people from all over that come here, and they really enjoy their evening with their little girls. The daddies are so special with their little girls. They don't just stand around and chit-chat with each other. They actually dance with the girls, and they have a really good time.
It's a lot of fun to see the girls all excited and dressed up.
We have a lot of fun dancing. I think it's a good event because it makes like all the little girls happy.
We look forward to this event every year. It's just a special time to spend with my girls, and we just always have a real good time, and Shelby does a great job at it.
That's it for us here at Shelby This Week. For these stories and more, you can catch us all the time online and on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. We'll leave you now with more scenes from this year's Daddy-Daughter Dance. Thanks for watching.